Pep Guardiola speaks out after Raheem Sterling fuels Manchester City exit rumours. Pep Guardiola has urged Raheem Sterling to dig deep and fight for his place to become an important player for Manchester City once again after the forward went public with his frustration over a lack of game time. Sterling will have begun the season full of confidence on the back of an outstanding Euro 2020 campaign with England, but the 26-year-old has made just 2 starts for City in the Premier League. The situation has reportedly put Arsenal and Newcastle United on red alert, with Sterling out of contract at the Etihad in 18 months' time. It's understood City are open to the prospect of selling Sterling in the January transfer window or next summer, and the ex-Liverpool man fueled rumours of an impending switch during an interview with the Financial Times this week. In the wide-ranging chat, he even admitted he would consider a move abroad should Guardiola continue to deny him regular playing time with the champions. "If there was the option to go somewhere else for more game time, I would be open to it," Sterling said. "As I said, football is the most important thing to me. Challenges that I have set myself from a young age and dreams as well. I'm not a person that's going to complain. I've not tried to make it a bigger deal than it actually is. I get on with my work. Do what I need to do. And I'm just raring to go. Playing football matches regularly. Scoring goals regularly. From a young child, football has been the most important thing in my life. My most happiest, I should say. When I play football, that is where I get my happiness from. And, of course, with family as well, but football for me has a special place in my heart. With everything that comes with football, money, being able to do nice things, at the end of the day, if football for me is not at a certain standard, I'm not really at my happiest. If I want my happiness at a certain level, I need to be playing football. I need to be scoring goals and enjoying myself." On the possibility of joining a foreign team, Sterling added, "As an English player, all I know is the Premier League, and I've always thought, maybe one day I'd love to play abroad. See how I would come up against that challenge." Asked about Sterling's comments at his pre-match press conference on Friday, Guardiola stressed that a player's happiness should always be taken into consideration. But the Spaniard underlined that he was unable to give any of his City players assurances over their playing time. "I didn't know it, and I think the club neither," he said when pressed on Sterling's explosive interview ahead of City's clash with Burnley. "Raheem is our player, and hopefully he will be an incredibly important player for us. So I don't know if he wants to play more. Like Riyad Mahrez doesn't play and complains, like Joao Cancelo when he doesn't play and he complains. Some players complain and want to play all the time, but I cannot assure them. They know it. I spoke many times with them. I cannot assure how many minutes every player is going to be play. Always they have to speak on the grass on the pitch. That is the best moment. Not Raheem, all of them. They have opportunities because they know they are going to play minutes. I'm not a guy who only plays 11 players, so all of them are involved, and the moment is there. What I want from Raheem and everyone is for them to be happy. They have to be satisfied to be here and delighted to be in this club. If that's not the case, then they are free to take the best decision for his family, for all the people who love them. They have to be happy. More game time, I understand completely. I was a football player and all the time I wanted to play. Not just Raheem, but all of them want to play every game, but I cannot assure them of that. They have to improve every training session and on the pitch and be happy there." Asked how confident he is Sterling will stay, Guardiola replied, "I'm not involved in the contract since day one. It's the club that decides this type of thing." Guardiola suggested he would be powerless should Sterling decide he's keen for a fresh challenge in the upcoming transfer window. On how he reacted to being dropped during his playing days, the Catalan joked, "I was an exceptional player, never on the bench, always I was playing, so I cannot answer. You don't remember? I was so good. You didn't see me, I was so good. When this happens, football is to understand when you don't play, it's the reason why I have to be better, to have to fight more. Understand why the other was better, accept and move forward. When the manager selects another player, understand because he has other thoughts and I have to work harder. Always I was so respectful for the other ones. Others maybe didn't understand. John Stones always played good, helped the team. There are players who suffer more. It happens here and all over the world. You have to fight, and in the end, is a transfer window, and then you have to decide. I don't want to see players unhappy or upset. Here is not the end of the world, there are many teams and managers and you can do whatever you want. We don't push barriers. Just make a phone call to the club and sort the situation. Not just for Raheem, for all the players. I said many times. You have to be there and fight, and be good every day. After in the transfer windows you decide, when it's finished, you have to accept my decisions. I'm the manager, I decide what's best for the team. I don't make decisions for the player. I'm thinking the best for the team to win games, to make happy the fans, the organization. Be proud of what you do. It's the only situation. Guardiola is adamant he must treat every member of his squad the same way, whether they are a first-team regular or an academy graduate just starting out in professional football. Raheem played the Champions League final, he's so important. But I have to treat Cole Palmer the same as Kevin De Bruyne. Why should I treat Kevin De Bruyne differently than Cole Palmer? He went on. Both have parents, maybe one has girlfriends or wives or kids, because one is so young, or friends. I treat the same the cooker and the team manager. Why should I treat differently? There's no reason. What you have done, you have benefits. Today I have to treat the same. Why would I treat differently an academy player to Jack Grealish? When I pick Jack it's because it's the best team to win the game. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer must learn lesson from Sir Alex to solve Cristiano Ronaldo problem. Romelu Lukaku takes part in training, but doubtful Chelsea teammate is missing. Raheem Sterling speaks out on his future amid Arsenal and Newcastle transfer links. They believe it's personal. But I take the decision because I think it's the best for tomorrow to play. In my career important players don't play. I consider in that moment one player is more important for what I need. When it's going well everything is happy. When it's not, it's just me, so I take the decisions for the best for the club, not for the players. More Jack Wilshere reveals Kieran Tierney is Arsenal's fastest player and tips him to be next captain. More Patrick Vieira praises Mikel Arteta and likens Arsenal manager to Didier Deschamps.